What's up everybody, Super WX fan here for another car review. This is of course the 2013 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10 GSR. And many thanks to South Park Mitsubishi for hooking me up with this car to review for you guys today. So, about the Evo. Finally reviewing an Evo 10. Many of you have requested it and now it's finally here. So what do I think about it? Well, I love the way it looks from the outside here. They really, this is a larger car. The Evolution was an evolutionary design for so many years. From the Evo 7 to the Evo 9, it was basically unchanged. It was just slight little tweaks here and there. This was an all new car, bigger, completely new styling. I love it. I love that grille. The way they did it is just spectacular. Headlights are nice. They're halogens, which detracts from the looks a little bit, but that's easy to fix in the aftermarket. I love this hood. It has a mix of vents to cool the engine. It also has this little scoop that's fed directly onto the turbo and gives that some nice fresh cool air. So that's a very cool design there. And you have the front mount intercooler that's hiding there behind the grille. Just looks really great from the front end. Very aggressive, looks great. Everything else about this car is nice too. It has the nice painted side skirts that really finish off the lower parts of this car. You have these cool little brake vents here in the fenders. You have that famous large rear wing on the back of this car as well, and it looks really nice. It is a very nice looking wing, and the back end of this car looks great with the dual exhaust, and you have the diffuser on the bottom part of the bumper. Looks really nice. Like the way the taillights are angled. It's a very cool design. Definitely love the way these look. Right, so for the interior of this car, the first thing you notice is these seats, which are flippin' awesome. They have these enormous bolsters that really hug you. I mean, there's a tad bit of wiggle room. These aren't race car seats, but they are spectacular. They're made by Recaro, and these seats hug me better than any seats in recent memory. They're that good. I love these seats. So that is just the first thing that just smacks you in the face of this car, is how awesome these seats are. Steering wheel in this car is also very nice, leather wrapped, and has a very nice good 9-3 position. It's an attractive wheel. You have your basic buttons on it, but they don't detract from the wheel whatsoever. Looks really nice. Gauges in this car are pretty basic. You have just the talk on the left, the speedometer on the right. It's cool that the coolant and the fuel gauges are digital, and it has a nice little information screen. Radio in this car is on the basic side for sure, but again, you don't buy an Evo for its radio, you buy it for its driving dynamics, and you can also actually upgrade to a Rockford Fosgate audio system if you'd like, so this is something that from the factory you can improve on if you want to. And one thing that is very high quality though are the temperature controls. All of that is very nice, has a great sturdy feeling to it, much better than the STI that I reviewed, better than the previous Evo for sure. This has automatic climate control, which you wouldn't have dreamed about in the Evo 9 that I reviewed. As far as other interior materials are concerned, you have this nice leather elbow pad here, which is nice, and the door pads are nice and soft too, actually. It's better quality than the STI. And dash pad is pretty nice, still plasticky, but you have this nice piano black finish here for this plastic underneath the radio here. You have some cheaper plastic here around the shifter. And this car is slightly under $35,000, so it's a little bit more forgivable in this car than it is in the STI, which is close to 40. But yeah, that's something you don't come in contact with every day. The things you do come in contact with, the temperature controls and, putting your elbow here, the steering wheel, these seats, all of those things are spectacular, and that's what matters. As far as storage space is concerned in this car, you have some nice big door pockets here. Then I have a bottle holder. You have a nice little cubby here in the center console as well. You have your two cup holders, and then you have this center console here, which is fairly good depth and has enough space for just about anything you want to put in there. Back seat space in this car is really good, actually. Plenty of space back there, and the back seat's nice and comfortable. The trunk in this car is on the small side. They put the battery and the windshield washer fluid back there, so that kind of reduced the space that you would normally have in a trunk for this car, but it's still enough that it's usable. You can fit quite a few golf bags in there, a couple suitcases, but it's not quite as big as the STI or other cars of this category. All right, so let's take it for a drive and see how it does. Alright, so setting off in the Evo 10. Well, the first thing is that this car is a huge improvement in ride over the Evo 9 for sure. The clutch in this car is really nice weight. The Evo 9 was killing me with how heavy it was. This one's great. Very nice ride. It's on the firm side for sure. I'm on this bumpy park road here, and lots of bumps on this road, and you know, you feel them, but this is miles better than the Evo 9 for sure. Very comfortable. The driving position is really cool. These seats, the way they are, you're kind of sitting back in the car, and it's an interesting driving position. I like it. It's very aggressive and sporty feeling for sure. You really feel like you're sitting in this car. You know, you're not just sitting on a seat. You're part of the car. It's very cool. Glass is nice and large. You have good visibility out. The only visibility thing I can complain about a little bit is this spoiler does come down a little lower, so it comes right across the middle of your rearview mirror, which hurts visibility a tad, but that's really not that big of an issue. As far as interior noise is concerned, it's actually nice and quiet in here. It's very well insulated, very nice, quiet interior. All right, so let's turn on this back road here and see how it does. So we have some power here in this car. One thing you notice is the boost does start to come on earlier in the power band than it did in the Evo 9. To me, at least, it feels that way. Still have a 2-liter turbo motor in this car. This one's putting out 291 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque, which is a healthy amount for sure, and it gets this car up and going just fine. It's a very powerful feeling. Really love it. The thing that I like, though, even better than the power, is the way this car takes corners. Coming up to one right here, and it is so flat and sharp. The weight of the steering is really nice too. It's very precise feeling, very nice. Coming up to this tight corner, I always go around average speed, and this car, it just tackles it like a beast. I love the way this thing corners. Man, it's really impressive. Feels so much better than the STI. The STI, I was like, well, you should always put anti-roll bars on them so they feel better. This is just awesome right out of the box. This thing just goes around corners amazingly well. Got that power again, though. Yeah, turbo lag, but once it gets cooking, man, it goes. Oh, yeah, lots of fun there. But honestly, the thing that is really blowing me away is every corner I go around. The way this car handles, it's almost addicting going around corners. I mean, normally power can be addicting, but for me, going around corners in this car, I just want to find another corner to go around. I love the way this car feels in corners. I don't understand it. It's just amazing. And it's great. This is a 5-speed, so the gearing is pretty spaced out. So, I mean, you leave it in like 3rd gear, and I mean, it'll really just put you in that seat. Another thing that's immediately apparent is the brake feel is really spectacular. This car has Brembo brakes, and they do an excellent job of slowing this car down, but they are very communicative as well. You have a really good feel through the brake pedal as far as what's going on with the brakes. It feels really nice. So yeah, I'm going to drive this car all afternoon here and give you a better impression of what it's like over the long term, and I'll come back and give you my updated impressions. Alright, so I've been driving this car for a while now, and man, I gotta tell you what, this is a ton of fun to drive. The thing just feels so light and nimble and agile and eager. It's light on its feet, and it's just such an energetic car. It just wants you to drive it faster and faster. It's just begging you for it. And I mean, the limits are so high that it can just take anything that you want to dish out. It's just amazing. I can't remember the last time I was in a car that went around corners this amazingly. I think the last time was probably the Porsche 911 that I drove. That handled amazingly well, and this just is amazing. It has this super handling all-wheel control system, and it's just amazing with how well it just grips and digs in. I mean, I'm on these tight corners now, and it's just insane how well this thing corners. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. It's just, oh man. This thing is a blast. It is a ride. I mean, you can see the smile on my face going around these corners, and man, it's just a ton of fun. Oh man, love the handling in this car. I can't believe how well this thing handles. Mitsubishi did some wizardry with this all-wheel drive system. I don't understand how it handles so well. There's no understeer whatsoever like I felt in the STI. There's just gobs and gobs of grip in this. It's just insane. I love it. And I am probably going to make a bunch of people really surprised and maybe angry, but I like this better than the 2012 STI that I reviewed. Now, I still prefer the 06 STI. That's my favorite. I love that car, and I would take that over this. But if you're talking about new STI versus new Evo, it's crazy, but I would take this over the current STI. Just my preference. I had never driven an Evo 10 before today, and man, has it impressed me. Really insane. So yeah, you never know what to expect on this channel. The Subaru WRX fan is now saying he likes the Evo better than the STI. What's next? Now, I mean, this car isn't perfect. One of the imperfections that I've noticed while I've been driving it is that on imperfect pavement, it can be quite noisy. So nice pavement, it's fine, but rougher pavement and other cars, it would still kind of cushion that sound some. This car, it can still get a little noisy. The road noise is a little more pronounced. Another thing is this shifter has pretty long throws, and it's only a 5-speed. I wish it was a 6-speed, because with this 5-speed, the gears are kind of wide apart, and so like first gear feels a little too tall to me, and there's a few things that I would change. Like I said, these throws are long, but that's easy. Just throw a short shift kit in this car. That would fix that up right away. There's not much noise. You get a little bit of engine growl, but that's really about it. There's no exhaust note to speak of. This is a stock car, so that's kind of to be expected in a lot of stock cars. But you know, I just wish it had a little more sound. But exhaust system would fix that very quickly as well. So I'd say short shifter and an exhaust, and this car is good to go. So yeah, in conclusion, this car is a ton of fun to drive. Power is good. It doesn't feel as fast as the Evo 9 to me, but it still is plenty fast. I mean, it's very fast. You can reflash the ECU if it's not fast enough for you. And the handling is the shining thing about this car. It's just how amazingly it handles. Really blown away by that. But overall, I mean, it's a great car, and this is a little cheaper than the STI Limited. Obviously, you can get an MR version of the Evo that would be around 40 grand. But this, the way it sits just under 35, is a little bit more affordable. Still nice. These cloth seats are perfectly fine. No need for leather or anything like that here. It's nice to have a good old stick. If you get the MR, you have to have the paddle shifters. I prefer the stick still myself. So this GSR is really the way I would do it myself, and it's a pretty good value for the money. Like I said, you're still dealing with a Lancer kind of dash in here and Lancer interior for the most part, but I mean, you know, for the performance and the way this car handles, it's well worth $35,000, trust me. So yeah, I'll leave you with one last little acceleration here. It's a fun car, love the turbos. So yeah, let me know which you would prefer, the current STI or the Evo 10. So yeah, many thanks to South Park Mitsubishi again. This car is available for sale from their lot, so if you would choose the Evo, you should definitely give them a call. This one only has about 5,000 miles on it. It's 2013, really good shape. And yeah, so send me a message either on the Subaru WRX Fan Facebook page or through the YouTube channel here, and I'll be sure to put you in contact with the owner, and he'll be able to hook you up with a great price on the car. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.